Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Hey, good morning. I hope you're doing well. This is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show about 6:06 a.m. and this is the 385th show that we've done, and keep going every day. Little video blog on. Oh, and I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. And we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way. And I'm sitting there petting the cat next to me because she comes over, she eats her breakfast, they wake me up, they go feed me, and then they come over here. And we talk about Agile and Scrum in a practical way, like I just said. I just repeated myself. So that we can bring value to the customer, not work 60, 80 hours a week. Go hang out with family or friends on the weekends, do some projects, do some things we really want to do, and have a little fun along the way. And there's some business you do, like if I was in this rocketry business, man, I'd be happy. I'd be building all kinds of fun stuff. It depends on what you're doing, right? I like what I do, and a lot of people like what they do, and building products for people. So that's what we do. And hope things are well. Make sure these are my glasses. And you're having a good time, right? And what do we want to talk about today? I was really kind of stumped on what the topic was. Yesterday we released another video with the Mentos Coke experiment. Since it's out there, I guess I could say, yeah, it kind of failed at the end. But I wanted to show the process of trying things out and going through that. So many people have an expectation everything's perfect every time. And maybe I should have put that in the title. Perfection is not all that it seems. And without failure, you do not learn, you don't see how things go. So we did it. We did the videotape. I like the idea of doing iterative sprints, like we call that sprint 1 of our Mentos delivery device. So we'll do another sprint. Hopefully this weekend we'll do another version or the next upgrade of the delivery device. We'll try some stuff out. Some good news, some interesting news. We got over 10 million views on our site. So yay, 10 million views. Kind of crazy. Keep ringing that bell, and give us that like button when we do stuff that you like. So couldn't do with everybody watching this show, and really appreciate it. It's a wild ride. So we're seeing where this goes, and also I think having all those views helps get the idea of Scrum and Agile and working a decent time. And hello, pro gamers up. Here we go. We got a professional gamer out there. Good morning. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about maybe Scrum and Agile are going to help you pick your team up and get some stuff accomplished. Who knows? So it gets out to more people. So that's good. So it's a good thing when it has a lot of popularity. I mean, when I'm talking about how to build a YouTube site and how to make money on YouTube, we don't do that here. Of course, that's clickbait. Really bad clickbait. And they go, we make money by telling you how to make YouTube videos. We market to ourselves. But I'll share that too with you, how we got where we are. A lot of it's just luck, to be honest with you. I was going to do the show whether we had 10 million views or not 10 million views. So, but anyway, doing the sprints and every iteration, trying a little bit at a time, making it a little better, just to have some fun and not trying to go too crazy. Can you imagine if we had an elaborate setup with like 10 Coke bottles in the delivery device and they all didn't work? That would suck. So by doing one and trying it out, at least we just did one. We didn't invest a lot of money, didn't kill a lot of bottles of Coke with that experiment, and that's the whole idea. Fortnite on my table. Oh, okay, cool. There you go, on your tablet. There you go. Yeah, Fortnite's pretty cool. Everybody likes Fortnite. Speaking of games, I posted up on LinkedIn Minecraft. The guy who is one of the guys who works and builds and originated Minecraft, he's talking about using Minecraft to do Scrum training. So the class we teach about Scrum, how to develop, how to write code, how to do all that. He's talking about building a Scrum universe inside of Minecraft. I want to take the class because I think it's just, take a class inside Minecraft to learn how to code Minecraft as a team. That's all. That is so cool. I'm just gonna take the class. Hey, Edwin. Good evening, Edwin. How are you? Good evening. Other side of the planet. Oh. Anyway, so that's coming up. I just might take the class, even though I took the Scrum class. I'm like, I just want to go see what it would be like to take a class with. Guess what? We're going back to lockdown. Oh, New Zealand's going back to lockdown. They just went on TV and said everybody. We're way off topic here, but that's okay. I thought New Zealand was like the poster child for not getting coronavirus. Yeah, COVID. What happened to being poster child? All right, we better not do that. You know what? I'm not going to say anything. The reason why I'm not going to say anything, there's a lot of, let's say, people who watch what's going out there, and when they hear the certain words, you get flagged, and they cut your stuff down. Go tweet twerk. Go. Oh. All right. Anyway, so we're just talking about that. So okay, so that's the gaming. But I do want to take the Minecraft class on Scrum just to do it. It'd be cool. I want to see what he writes. It's going to create a world. Maybe I should create a world and teach a class via Minecraft, which would be pretty cool. Put a whiteboard up and you got a teacher in the classroom. Maybe you could do that. All right. So what's the topic I want to talk about today? Just one. Subtle voice. Boss is watching for something. So got a debate yesterday with a bunch of other Agile coaches. Provided the acceleration metrics. And maybe later. I'm still learning Minecraft. Still learning. So we were debating on using acceleration. Some people were like, "Oh, it's really harsh. People aren't ready for it. Whatever." But you know what? No one's been looking at metrics. They need something. And here's my question. It's not really agile. Agile thought is that teams are self-motivated, self-do. But you know what? If the organization hasn't been self-motivated, self-creating so long, can it really go to that right away? Can it really go from a world of waiting for the boss to tell them what to do, a world from waiting for somebody else to give them direction, a world for someone else taking all the risk and making the decision because they're risk adverse and they don't want to do it? I don't know. Some places, yes. Some teams, they can latch onto it, and every team's different. From an organizational perspective, there's two ways to look at metrics. There's inward into the team and outward to what managers and bosses look at. If the team is always doing the same and they really don't improvement because they're not used to doing improvement and not looking at that, also the same with managers, they don't see why they need to improve and just do what they're doing, which I can't really understand. If you're really a manager, watching your bottom line and whether or not you need to improve or you're going to die, right? You're going to just fall off the planet. I can't. I'm very shocked how many managers ignore that factor. The metrics do two things. One, it reminds the managers on what their goals are for the organization. So metrics should be based on the goals. If your goal is to make improvements to your organization, then you should have some kind of measurement for showing improvement. Some people think it could be all subjective, where you talk to a team, you find out what's going on, and that, which I totally agree with. That should be done everywhere possible on the planet. However, you can't always do it that way. You can't always be in every team. You can't always be there, especially in large organizations. Small organizations you can, large organizations. So anyway, we had to debate whether or not we should put metrics because people might be offended in how they're interpreted. And I'm like, you got to have something. Well, you don't have to have something, but it's good to have. Got to give something for managers to see what's going on because they're not engaged, right? Maybe this will help management get engaged with the teams. It depends, right? It depends on the organization. Because if they see it, they'll engage. And then we were doing a debate whether or not I was putting in, like, they were improving and they're doing good. And I'm like, I want to have some positivity in the metrics as well as the negative. Everyone wants to be red and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, at least the green one says they're growing and they're doing good, and that's a good thing. And we should celebrate that and learn and share that. And they're like, I don't know if we should do that. I'm like, freaking kidding me? So I had this debate with the Agile coaches. So you're telling me you don't want to share or celebrate when people do good. Well, I don't think people should be judged on whether or not they keep improving. But that's the point of Scrum. It's improvement. It's the point of Scrum. Where's my book? Darn it. I had it. Oh, I don't know where it is. Maybe it must be upstairs in my room. Oh, no, here it is. Here. Huh. The Art of Doing Twice the Work in Half the Time by Jeff Sutherland. It's a good book to read. This is all about improvement. This is why Scrum's here. And they're going to, we should judge the teams whether they should do improvement. This is what improvement's about. I would love this. I wish I had this book when I was in the conference call. I'm like, I'd be like, what the hell do you think this whole entire book's about? It's about whether or not your teams improve. Now you want to tell me you're not so sure as Agile coaches whether or not we should say whether or not teams are improvement or promote that to improve every sprint. What the hell good are retrospectives? And this is the side of me who's like, really? It's like everybody just goes on the superficial. Oh, we should all be happy. But you know what? It's about improvement and getting your teams happier and getting stuff done and going home. The reason why they're not going home, they're not improving, right? So that was kind of the debate yesterday. And there was one other part. We shouldn't base it on metrics. We should make sure we go talk to the RTEs and Scrum Masters and go over the metrics. I said, yeah, I've been doing that for the past month before it goes up to management. I've been prepping my trains and my teams for how to interpret the metrics and kind of show them where they're going. In every sprint, I provide the metrics so they can see where it's going. And they're like, well, I don't know what you guys been doing, because I'm like, I've been sharing these metrics with you guys and using it as a tool. So I'm sorry I'm ahead of you. What am I going to do? Anyway, that's how I coach, right? I give tools and things because teams are so down in the dirt inside the Scrum. They got to put their head up and look around. And am I going up, or am I just like every day into that little tiny world? It's kind of goal based. What's the goals of the team? What's the outcome? Where you want to get to? And like I said before, and I'm going to close it because I'm just kind of rambling on, but the metrics are based on where you want the outcomes of the organization and the teams. And also you help that those metrics, which I will show a little bit on my metric for where my goals were and how I was tracking it, where you want to be, right? And how you're getting their little metrics, little goals. And so that's just something to think about. But I do think the subtle idea also of knowing that the boss is looking at the metrics and getting the boss involved in what's going on in the teams doesn't hurt. It's okay. Sometimes that subtle thought that, ooh, the boss is watching. As long as it's not, ooh, the boss is going to come down and kill me, it's okay. Have a great day, Edwin. Should read it. You didn't read you didn't read this book yet, Edward? Yeah, Twice the Scrum. Scrum, the art of twice in there. Okay, Scrum, the art of doing twice the work in half the time. That's a good book. All right. Wow, we're at the 15-minute mark. So a whole time box that's typically a daily Scrum has gone. It tells you how 15 minutes you can talk about a lot of stuff and get a lot of stuff done. With that, we're gonna say thumbs. Hey, I got my little trophy. Thumbs up, right? And you all have a good day. Enjoy. Don't let the giant bugs come get you. And ring the bell so you get a notification. See ya.